So the death experience, your life flashing before your eyes, is something that a lot of people say happens to them as part of the dying experience. They get to see key events of their lives back over again. But what I've seen said, which seems to resonate true, is that when you go back and experience that time again, you will see the incident, but you'll see the incident from the other person's perspective, and you'll know exactly how you made the other person or people feel in that scene. So you can go into a scene where you walked into a room, said something, and everybody laughed and raised the spirits of everybody. You might go back into that scene and feel how each individual felt at that moment, and it will be a far more multi-dimensional experience than the time you actually experienced it in your life. Transversely, that time that you punched someone in the face, you're going to feel that punch, you're going to feel the blood in your mouth and your teeth breaking, and you're going to know exactly how you made that person feel. Then at the end of it, you'll take a review and say, you know, how well did I do? You know, am I happy with how I did? Do I want to make amends? Yeah, it's a beautiful world, people. And then you got a decision to make. So then you'll say, okay, you know, you sexually abused me when I was a child. That was an awful thing to do, and that messed me up for life. So in the next life, I'm going to come back as, you know, when you're taking, you and your family are going to be out celebrating your daughter's graduation, and I'm going to run up and carjack you lot and murder her. But in doing that, we're going to work out this karma. Yeah, you were a terrible bully to me when I was a child and caused me all sorts of issues. So this time round, you know, you're going to be riding your bike, I'm going to run you over and you're going to lose a leg. But in doing so, we're going to work out our karma. And there's all these sorts of soul contracts that we're living through, and people in our lives that we've been actually living this journey with for a long, long time. Slightly off topic, but once me and my cousin did DMT together, and we sat looking at each other eye to eye, smoked this DMT and looked at each other, and as I looked at him, he kept changing into all different people. You could see he turned old, he turned young, he turned female, we turned into some reptilian thing. He had tattoos, hair grew, hair left, but the only thing that kind of stayed consistent was his eyes and like his nose, like the bridge of his nose and his eyes. Everything else kept changing. I just kept looking at him and he kept looking at me, and we just had this experience. And he said similar things were happening when we discussed it afterwards. He just said, yeah, this is exactly what's going on with you. So I think we've been doing this stuff together, certain individuals that are key in your life. We've been back and forth through the ages and trying to get it right, I guess. All trying to learn and come to a place of understanding and knowledge, because this seems to be at the spirit school. The earth seems to be a place where spirits come into time, come into experience. There are places out there where there is no time, where everything is manifested as you think it, there it is. We can dream like that sometimes. You think of a place in a dream, you're there. Right? So in order for things to have time to grow and manifest, we have to come into earthly existence, and then that gives us the opportunity to experience the pain, the loss, the love, the light, the relativity of it all. The black, the white, the left, the right. We come into relativity because we want to know ourselves from all angles, and this is what this world gives us. It gives us the relativity, the land, the water, the sky, the ground. It's all a big hide and seek relativity game. In, out. It's in our every breath. This is the groove of the universe. This is the pattern, the frequency. It's funky, it's groovy, people. If you can get into the groove and live it, it can be a good life. I'm telling you.